Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. We're heading through this right now. Last time we got through the area of Gongaga, and now we're heading our way to our next destination, which we haven't been told what it is, but we're heading that way. Okay, we're surrounded by a couple of kind of dangerous enemies here. These guys are called Gongaga. Well, those guys there. What's dangerous about them, as you can see right there, they're casting an ability called Stone Stare. And what it does is it gives a 30-second countdown, and in 30 seconds, that character will become inflicted with the Petrify status. Now, there's two ways to cure it. One, win the battle. Two, throw a soft at the character. And you can use a soft when the counter runs out, or before the counter runs out. Either way, it will remove the countdown status from becoming petrified. Alright, so it's likely Eris is going to get petrified from the end of this battle, so we need to go ahead and put a soft on her. And Barrett's going to get petrified, so we'll go ahead and do another soft. Item, soft on Barrett, and then we'll finish off the enemy. That way we make sure we don't, make sure everybody gets experience with the battle. Because, like I said, petrification is the same as KO. Anybody who is petrified at the end of the battle will not get experience just like if they were KO'd. At least that's what at least I'm pretty sure of that. And again, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever had a petrified character at the end of a battle. I've never really thought about that before. I could be completely wrong. I do know that a petrified character is the same as KO. If all three of your party members are petrified, or if you have some petrified and some KO'd, it is game over. I know that much. Huh, I never thought about that. I may be wrong. Maybe a petrified character comes out of Petrify at the end of the battle. I never thought about that before. I could be completely wrong. Alright, let's continue up here. We got some new enemies here. We got a back attack on them. These guys are Desert Sahagin. We're going to go ahead and use Blizzara on them because they're probably weak to ice because they are desert creatures. Let's not use fire. Let's use Aqua Lung. That should do some damage. Alright, we got them all. Very nice. Alright, let's head over here. Now you see this little building right here at the top of the screen that kind of looks like a little bit of a telescope kind of place? That is our next destination. You can actually take the buggy and try to drive past it, but the buggy will break down on you. If you're trying to do the battles at Fort Condor, you don't want that to happen because you won't be able to because there is another battle available at Fort Condor, and if the buggy is broken down, you will not be able to go back there. There's also there's a battle available right now at Fort Condor, but once you go into this area here and do some events that happen in this next city, you can come out of the city before we're completely done and go back to Fort Condor for another battle. If you drive past this and let the buggy break down, you won't be able to come back out here and take the buggy back to Fort Condor, because obviously you have to cross the rivers and deserts in order to get back to Costa del Sol in order to cross the ocean. So if you're doing the battles at Fort Condor, don't let your buggy break down. Go ahead and get out here and go into this little city. So we're going to go ahead and jump out here. And what is this little city? Find out right now. It's got good music. There's not really a whole lot in this game that has bad music. This game has really good music. I mean, it's Nobuo Uematsu, so you can't go wrong. Oh, it's red. Nanaki. Now, I'm not really sure why he didn't introduce himself as Nanaki. I mean, we know that Hojo called him Red 13 because that was the tattoo that he put on him. I don't know why he didn't introduce himself as that, but whatever. I don't think you can get past your party members here. They're blocking your way out. So no matter what, you have to go talk to that guy there. Are you familiar with this land? If you say yes, they'll catch you for being a liar, and you gotta talk to him again. So just save you the time. Say no. The study of planet life, huh? Oh, so Barrett knows this place. He's disappointed. Okay, so we could have called him Nanaki, and it would have fit better than Red, which I think does fit better, but whatever. Okay, we can now enter Cosmo Canyon. Obviously, if he was in our party when we got here, he would have left the party. Before we talk to him, let's actually explore the lower part of the town first. Let's go over here to this little place. Let's go upstairs here, and let's talk to this. For Turtles Paradise number 5. Our cocktails are good, but our wine is the best. Please stop in the Turtles Paradise. Now remember these little stickers, these little posters we've been looking for Turtles Paradise. This is number 5. Maybe wondering what number 4 is? Don't worry, it's here in Cosmo Canyon also. Where is it? Well, I'll show you. And it's first of all, before I show you, let's go in here and look around. I don't think there's any items in any of these areas here. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. You think they would hide something in some of these little extra areas they've got here? I mean, they take the time and the money to develop these little zones. I think they'd be worth something. I don't think you can actually buy anything from anybody here. Okay, let's move on. We're going to hit up this ladder here. There we go. There's another building in here. Another place we can visit. Okay, I picked the wrong ladder. My mistake. This is the place we're looking for. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Let's go over here and talk to this guy. It's a shop. See what he's got. Potions, high potions, phoenix stones. He sells ethers. Those are definitely worth, definitely a temptation to buy. Let's buy some. You can afford 10 ethers. Let's go ahead and get 10 ethers. That's 15,000 gil, but that's not a bad thing to have. Alright, let's go ahead and leave, especially considering MP is very hard to come by right now. We don't have our MP pool is not very big. Got you got anything to say? Sure. Alright. Now let's head up here and let's talk to Hanaki or Red. Okay. Cowardly father, that's not very nice. Oh, well, that's not good. Of course, he did say that he was going to go with us as far as his hometown, and that's it. He told us that when we first met him. Oh well. Alright, and we lose pretty much all of our party members at this point. We're now just Cloud ourselves, which, again, another thing you want to point out, if you haven't been to Fort Condor yet, now's the time. You probably want to go back before this point, because you have to go back as Cloud by himself again. Because as you can see, no party members. Alright, let's go in here. And if you go to the save point and pull up the PHS, you'll see the PHS is not available. Alright, let's talk to before we talk to the arms shop here, we're going to talk to this little white sign here for Turtles Paradise number 4. Now hiring, looking for someone who can stand long hours of boredom. For details, contact the Turtles Paradise. So we've gotten 5 of the 5 that we needed so far. Let's talk to the weapon shop. I don't think they have anything much. Actually, they got, yeah, okay. Everything is better than what we currently have. Remember, what we also have is a lot of double AP weaponry. So they also have the silver armlet, which is armor we haven't been able to buy yet. So We're not going to be doing any fighting just quite yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on buying anything here. And I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the plot. But we will be coming back to the shop to do some buying. Again, that means I will be sacrificing or losing my AP growth, my double AP growth weapons. But that's okay because I don't really have a lot of the AP we've gained has made massive steps has gained a lot of AP that we would not have gotten had we not had the double AP growth. So that's really big steps that we've taken, especially with the materia that I've been wanting to level. That'll really help us later on in the game. It's a lot of AP gain that we have. So I will be losing those for the weapons that she's got, and kind of go back with a more standard attack style setup. For now, we'll go ahead and just move on. Don't think there's anything in this back room here. Oh, here's Barrett. Oh, really? Yes, go on. And then? Well, I'm curious. He said there was somebody that spent time here and left here to form Avalanche, which means he didn't form Avalanche. Did he join them and later just become their leader or something? That's a conversation I don't recall before. Alright, head out this side exit here. Head up the stairs. And when you get to this point, it's kind of tricky. You want to go toward the screen some before going around, because if you try to follow the wall, you'll end up getting stuck here and on this candle right here. You'll kind of just be stuck here. You'll be like, why can't I get past this fucking candle? So what you want to do is kind of, when you get past these stairs, you want to run toward the screen, and then that way you get around it. For a while I was stuck. I thought it was the game glitched or something, and I was stuck there and couldn't get to the door. So you want to make sure you kind of, once you go up those stairs, come toward the screen a little bit, and then you'll make sure you get around that candle. Let's talk to this kid. Bugenhagen sealed this door shut with super glue. Okay, who's Bugenhagen? Alright, let's go down here. Oh, there's a shop here. That's right. Alright, so he's got some material. Ooh, he's got a couple of good materia here, actually. He's got HP plus and MP plus. They're pretty much self-explanatory. These are independent materia because they're purple. They literally boost your HP and MP. I won't be using them because I don't really need them. I keep my HP and MP up high enough. If I really wanted to, I'd probably put a couple of MP materia on to kind of boost my MP pool a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. If you're a newer player to Final Fantasy VII, these are probably a good idea to pick up a couple of these, a couple of each one of these, even though they're kind of expensive, because they do exactly what they say they do. They boost their HP, they boost their MP, and I think they have like maybe 5 or 6 stars, 5 or 6 levels. So as you level them up, the amount of HP and MP gained by being equipped increases by a lot. So these are actually very good materia, especially for newer players. I won't be using them because, like I said, I don't really need them. But if you want to get them, believe me, it's not a bad choice. It really is not. The Mystify and Transform, on the other hand, not my personal choice, because we've seen those before. Alright. Let's head out here and head into this one. This room here. Needs more help, mobile complaints. So that's all she's got. Alright, nothing, she's not a shop or anything. Alright, we're finally ready to continue on with the plot. Let's head up the stairs here. And in this door right here. Talk to Red. Or Nanaki. Bugen, huh? Well, he looks human. Oh, he's on a floating platform or something. He knows everything, huh? We did? Really? Holy crap. He's 48 years old. Wow. So at 48 years old, he's still a teenager, basically. He's had 48 years. How much longer before he's able to stand on his own? I've been to Midgard, if that's what you mean. That's where the game started. Planet to die? What does that mean? I hope it's not tomorrow. The cries of the planet? I don't know if you can hear some of these noises, some of these sounds, because I have the sound effects turned down. But you might, if you don't, you might want to turn your headphones or you might want to turn your audio up just a little bit. You'll hear some unique sounds here in a moment. That was the planet screaming. Alright, we get to see his apparatus. No, that's not anywhere either. Odd-looking people are here. Isn't that the same description that, was it, who was it? Was it Alone that described, Kyros in Final Fantasy VIII as an odd-looking person? As a weird-looking guy? Obviously, those odd-looking people are friends. Probably, hopefully, the oddest-looking person just being Kate Sith. Only few people can fit in Grandfather's machine. Alright, we're back in control of Cloud again. What we have to do now is we have to go gather up a party member. Oh, it's the only three people. It's to call one of them. We've got to gather 3 people, essentially. What we got to do is just go find any of our party members that's hanging out in the city. We already know where Barrett is. We saw him earlier. Kate Sith will be in here in the little restaurant. Before we actually talk to Kate Sith, we'll talk to this restaurant chick, the cook here, because she's got something interesting to say. Okay, she didn't say it this time. Well, I don't know when she says it, but anyway, she says you talk to her and say, "I wonder which one's going to eat," referring to either the cat or the Moogle doll. So you can go to any of these characters. I just want to show you where they all are in case you're curious. Kate Sith will be there in the little cook thing. Yuffie is here in the materia shop, obviously. I'll go ahead and, well, I've screwed up where the rest of them are going to be, but I'll go ahead and just, for now, I'm going to get who was in our party earlier, which was Eris. Actually, you know what? Alright, hang on. I want to bring Barrett, and I want to bring Eris. Specifically, I wanted to bring Barrett, because I believe you get a special extra bit of dialogue with him in the party. And I believe you put him in this slot, in the second slot, you get that dialogue, I think. So I definitely want to bring Barrett along. And I'm going to bring Eris just because, I'm bringing Barrett because I wanted to bring him, but Eris just because it's, might as well fill out the party the way I had it. Kind of wish I had talked to her first, because I wanted to show off what other members of your crew were, in case you were curious. But just like before, if you want to change party members, just go back and talk to them, again, if they're there. So, see if she says it now. Doesn't say it. Oh well, I don't know when she says it. But we'll move on. Once you gather 3 members, you can go back into back up here. You obviously can't recruit Red because he's not technically in your party anymore. But you can pick anybody else. Come on in here. Boogan will say he's already inside. He's already inside the door. So just go through the door. Talk to him. And let's begin. We're going through some deep exposition here, so as HC Beta would say, bring the popcorn. It's storyline time. Nope, I have Barrett in the wrong spot. Damn. Because Barrett should, the way I wanted it set up, what I wanted to happen, Barrett should be where Eris is right now. So I obviously put Barrett in the wrong spot. Damn it. Oh well, no big deal. Okay. Very advanced graphics for 1997. Now, as I was trying to say, one of the things I wanted to point out is if I had Barrett in Eris' spot in my party list, I believe Barrett, after they showed the shooting star going by, the camera would have panned over to Barrett, and these rockets that flew by, he would have watched them as they went in front of him. So just kind of a little interesting little thing I wanted to show off. But I guess I obviously clearly had Barrett in the wrong spot. I think Barrett is the only one that does that. Okay. Right. What happens to them after they die? Body decomposes and returns to the planet. Okay. Right. Okay. An extra comma in there, but okay. A life stream, okay. Alright, that makes sense. Spirit energy. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's understandable. Okay, so you're going to give us the abridged version, the shortened version? So there's a person. The person dies, and trees die. They converge and join the life stream, becoming spirit energy, and create and spirit energy is a new child. Spirit energy is a source of life for trees, birds, and humans. It also makes it possible to form planets. Okay, interesting. Oh. Well, that's not good. Right. Forcefully extracted and manufactured? What are we referring to here? That's right, Mako energy. So, literally what we're talking about here is that Barrett was right. Like as what he said in the beginning of the game, we first met him at the in the reactor number 1 in Midgar. He said that the reactors were literally killing the planet because they were sucking the lifeblood out of the planet. Well, this is more detailed what they were referring to. The life stream, which is the souls of trees and birds and humans and all that that are roaming the planet, is being extracted by the reactors created by Shinra, turning them into Mako energy, which is killing the planet. Destroying the planets and those who live with them. Alright. And that's it. That's all we get for... That's a very big part of the story, but that's pretty much all we get for now. Okay, we are going to leave. And with the exception of the party members in our party, everyone is now at Cosmo Candle. Cosmo Candle is that little bonfire that you saw at the bottom of the city. So that's where we need to head now, is to Cosmo Candle. I'm still not going to bother getting any equipment right now. Let's continue on down here. Actually, you know what? Let me go up here real quick, and I want to throw down a quick save, because it's been a little while since I've saved. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm saved and ready to go. Let's continue on down here and head over to the candle. Our party members are going to take their respective places. Those who were in our party, of course. And everyone's here. We're going to have a little more conversation. What's everybody going to say? Find out in the next episode of Final Fantasy VII. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade, and I'll see you later.